Welcome, my kin. My name is Craig Miller. My pronouns are he, him, or he, kin. And on behalf of the Planning Committee, I welcome those of you here in the sanctuary and those of you joining on the live stream or watching later in the week. We welcome you to this service as we observe the Transgender Day of Remembrance. We join with our global human family around the world today. In this time, we know that it's more important than ever for us to be together, to raise our voices, and to support our trans and gender diverse and non-binary kin. We remember, and our trans spirit kin as well. Today, we gather together to remember those lost at the hands of violence and hatred, and we commit to finding constructive ways to end the violence. We gather here on Treaty 2 lands, unceded territory of the Dakota Sioux peoples. We recognize the first peoples of this area, the Anishinaabe, the Nehiyot, the Cree, the Dakota Sioux, and we know that we are here in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. It's important today that we recognize the colonization and genocide of the first peoples here on Turtle Island and the assault upon diverse ideas about gender identity and sexuality. We recognize as we gather that there is still suffering, there is still violence, and it is rooted in our colonial past and our racist structures, and we name that today. And we commit ourselves to make every effort to tell the truth, to seek reconciliation, and to make amends with all of the victims of our colonial past. I invite you to just take a deep breath in. We center ourselves in this time. We let it out. We take a breath in and out. It's my pleasure to be able to welcome Elder Susie McPherson Dorindy, who is going to lead us in an act of smudging. Invite you, as you're willing and able, to come up and participate in the smudge.
Hello and thank you all for joining us for this year's Transgender Day of Remembrance service. My name is Anastasia Gibson, pronoun she and her, and I'm speaking on behalf of the Transgender Day of Remembrance Planning Committee. The Transgender Day of Remembrance began in 1999 by advocate Gwendolyn Ann Smith to honor the memory of Rita Hester and Chanel Pickett, two transgender women killed in November of 1998 and 1995, respectively. Since then, groups around the world have gathered on November 20th to remember and honor the lives of those lost to violence. To quote Gwendolyn Ann Smith, Transgender Day of Remembrance seeks to highlight the losses we face due to anti-transgender bigotry and violence. She added, "I am no stranger to the need to fight for our rights, and the right to simply exist is first and foremost. With so many seeking to erase transgender people, sometimes in the most brutal ways possible, it is vitally important that those we lose are remembered and that we continue to fight for justice." And now, I have the pleasure to introduce our invited speaker for this year, someone who I've known for a number of years already and who I've become very impressed with. Linda Hobrick is a trans man from Brandon who is a graduate student at Brandon University and also volunteers in the queer community here in Brandon, including Brandon Pride. He is focused on creating change and advocating for inclusivity and safety, both in academia and also in the community for trans people. I would also add that he's an absolute role model within the gender diverse community. Please welcome Lyndon Hobrick.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we are gathered in remembrance of the lives lost to transphobia, violence, and hatred. Transgender Day of Remembrance is a time to honor the memory of those who we have tragically lost. As a trans person, this day never gets easier. Each name we read today is not just a name, it's a story. These were people with families, friends, dreams, and love to give. They were artists, activists, caregivers, students, and more. Let us not just mourn their loss, but also celebrate who they were and the light that they brought to this world. In remembering those we have lost, we also must acknowledge the pain that many of us in the transgender and the gender nonconforming communities face daily, but also the pain of our loved ones, wondering if we'll come home or not. That was my mom when I first came out. She was so happy for me for living my authentic self, but she was scared and worried. She wasn't worried about the surgeries, the hormones, my voice changing, none of that. She was afraid of what society would do to me. She was afraid if I walked out that door, I might not come home that night. The truth is, transphobia, hatred, and violence continues to claim lives, and too often. We live in a world where I fear being outed or coming out to the wrong person, and the hatred and violence that could be placed upon me because of that. As we remember those we have lost, we must also acknowledge that transphobia is not felt equally. Trans women of color and two-spirit people, particularly trans women, Black trans women and Latina trans women, are disproportionately targeted by violence. This is a stark reminder of the ways racism, sexism, ableism, homophobia, and transphobia intersect to create a deadly combination of hatred and discrimination. We must also acknowledge that for many, this day is not just about remembering who we have lost, but also standing in solidarity with those who still continue to live their lives in threat of violence, discrimination, and exclusivity. Remember that empathy and action go hand in hand. Support trans organizations like the Westman Empowerment Fund, amplify trans voices, and advocate for policies that protect our rights. Together, we can challenge the system that allows hatred and violence to persist. We must remain vigilant in our fight for justice, equality, and dignity for all people, regardless of their gender identity. So today, as we remember those we have lost, let us honor their legacies by reaffirming our commitment to ending violence and discrimination that continues to plague our community. As we speak the names of those we've lost, let the stories inspire us to continue fighting for a world where such losses are no longer a reality. In memory of those we have lost, in solidarity with those that are still here, with a hope for a better tomorrow, we stand together. Thank you.
Thank you, Lyndon. As we join in this time of remembrance, we bear witness to the record of human lives lost simply because our kin dared to live their authentic lives and be their authentic selves. We bear witness to the lives reported and the deaths of transgender and two-spirit and gender-diverse people globally so far this year. And we bear witness to the unreported ones, of which we know there are many, the many unnamed, whose lives and deaths will only ever be known to their loved ones and to the universe. In these times of heightened anxiety, we who are gathered here today and virtually and tonight for our vigil, we reject the teachings of division and ignorance and hatred and commit to siding with love. In these times, we bear witness to closed-minded ideologies and evil acts in the name of religion. We bear witness against any institution or culture that seeks to fuel their rise to power by threatening the lives of our transgender, two-spirit, genderqueer, and non-binary kin. And we bear witness against systemic power structures that treat our kin, particularly those who are racialized, as being anything less than human. On this day, gathered here, we uphold the principle that every person has inherent worth and dignity. Let the reading of names commence.
From Argentina, Diana Zoe Lopez Garcia, Aylin Loto, Diva Reina de los Santos Contreras, Tea Samuel Vasquez, Demarie Juliette Leon Guaman, Maria de Los Angeles Diaz, Carolina Machado Abad, also known as Heidi Clarita, Ana Paula Costas Rivas, Florencia Luna Rinaldi, Soraya Ruiz.
From Azerbaijan, Aitan. From Bangladesh, Reshma Khatun, Said al-Islam Nayan, Abdul Menan Anaya, Radia Teheran Utsha, Poli, Ayub Ali. From Bolivia, Eric Salinas, Noelia Canera Encinas. From Brazil, Graziella Takashi Cavalanque.
Amanda Martins, Tiana de Sosa Rodriguez, also known as Caterina, Vivian Maldonado, Dulce Maria, Che Sofia, Valentia Reyes Rodriguez, also known as Fabina, Carla Perez, Evelyn Sofia de Silva, name unknown, Leah Felix del Silva.
Also from Brazil, Mara Brando dos Santos, name unknown, Tieta Fernandez, Gabby Oliveira da Silva, Rafael, Carla Marcus Ramirez Padilla, Fabiana, name unknown, Rayanne Gabrielle, Shirley Santos.
Still from Brazil, Martina Ferreira da Silva, Mikhail Fustononi, Priscilla Torres, Bruna Doroti, Babula, Isabella Souza, known as Isa, Valentina Guedes, Rayala Escarlet Santana, known as Hayala, Alejandro Camargo.
Also from Brazil, Lorraine Samantha Barbosa Cavalcanti, Paloma Amara Silva, N.B. da Silva, Luisa Mello, Jessica Adessa, Say Sequeira, Camila Fez de Oliveira, Ashley de Freitas, name unknown.
Also from Brazil, Isabelle Kalahari, Manu Dinez, Leila Catalan, Eduarda Dutra Silva, Estrella Souza, also known as Talina, Sofia Olivieri, name unknown, Giovanna Souza, Bruna Trinidad, Bruna Andrade, and Bunitina.
Also from Brazil, Mila Rafaela Martins, Kelly Sousa, Rafaeli Costa, Tal, Amanda Soares, also known as Mandy Gin Drag, Days Gomes da Silva, Nya, Luma Barcelos, Helen de Roma, and G. Ferreira Gomez.
Also from Brazil, Hela Vitoria, Pamela Andressa, Noel Rodriguez Santos, name unknown, Jennifer Luisa, Rihanna de Concia dos Santos, Joelma, Barbie Muselon, Patricia, Flavia Alves.
Also from Brazil, Bianca, name unknown, Gisa Ribeira Lima, Joha Fernandez Rodriguez, Dada, Cheyenne, Danielle Miranda Alves, Samira Santos, name unknown.
Continuing from Brazil, Marcinha Ribeiro, Luma Fieri, Ramona Felix, name unknown, Cassia Vieira, Natasha Almeida de Silva, Paloma Mendez de Sousa, name unknown, Ozil Branquez dos Santos, Gabriela de Silva Borges, also known as Gabby Campbell.
Again from Brazil, Cacau Catilli, Danielle da Silva, Luna Martins, Ariadina Montenegro, Valeria Ferrugini, Gabrielle Varconti, also known as Gabby, Indianera Pere de Souza, name unknown, Daniela Henrique, also known as Danny.
And continuing with Brazil, Gabriele Lorani, known as Gabby Lima, Safira Menegal, Larissa da Silva, Maria Eduardo Souza Lima, Julianne Fernandez, Beatty Goncalves, name unknown, Aquila Brunina Leticia Antonella Marion.
Also from Brazil, Barbara Vergetti Martin de Souza, Priscilla Naira Victoria Nerez, Amanda Eduarda Rios, Luan Costa da Silva, Evelyn Marcilli, also known as Evenha, Deborah Laurente Silva, Isabella from Canada, name unknown, Jamie Dooley.
From Chile, Kenny. From Colombia, Shakira Villa Centeno, Pamela, also known as La Pabli, Catalina, Carla Lopez Padilla, Maria Paula Rodriguez, also known as Crystal, Maria Fernanda Ortiz Flores, Lucero, Roxana Delgado Triello, Teresa Fuena Mayer, also known as Terry.
Also from Colombia, Cristina Ramirez, also known as Maria Bonita, Luisa Mome, Paulina Smith Arroyave, Taliano Hanao, Macarena Selena Acuna, Valentina Barrera Delgado, also known as Vanessa Valentina Arango, Veronica Dantes, Sharon Munoz Zuniga, Luciana Roman, also known as Luciana Moscoso Moreno, Catalea Tapia Redondo.
Also from Colombia, Daniela Perea, Uber Blanco Medina, Veronica Dantes, Carole Castillo, Cassandra Mackenzie, Valeska London, Coney, Karis Selderyaja, Dylan Amaya Cardona, Juana Castaneda.
From Costa Rica, Lesa Camacho. From Cuba, Rudy, also known as Blacanes, Diani Cabello Gonzalez, Helen Garcia Arteles. From the Dominican Republic, G. From Ecuador, Maria Jose, Eva, Rochillo, Lola, Katiuska Sedeno.
Also from Ecuador, Kaylen Nana Soriano Esmeralda, Devora, Martha Alexandra Coromoto, Betsy Almirando Orella, Catalea, Camilla Herrera, Maria, also known as China Merrily, Violetta, Letitia, from Finland, Rin Aziel Wilgos.
From France, Charlie Heffray, Tris Lasablier, Angelina, Geraldine, Gerard Elise Lasson. From Georgia, Casaria Abramides. From Guatemala, Bianca Arreguia, Petra Cacoj, Sierra Miller, Anastasia Castillo.
Also from Guatemala, Sofia Leonor. From Guyana, El Huport, known as Coil Bottle. From Honduras, Gabriela Rodriguez Rodriguez. La Pajaratita, Maruco Rodriguez, known as Maru. Monica Santos, Abigail Zalea, Paolo Portillo, Luna Coppola, and from India, name unknown.
Also from India, Dayala Mala, A. Islam, Alicia Manamakkei, Aksha, Roha, Sarah, Semi, Tanak Smil, and Rahu.
Also from India, Afsana Manjinek, name unknown, name unknown, name unknown. Ashish Chalasali, Sheila, Sunita, Rashi, name unknown.
Also from India, Saritha. From Iran, Parsa. From Iraq, Simpson. From Mexico, name unknown, name unknown. Samantha, name unknown, name unknown, name unknown. Melanie.
Also from Mexico, Jesus Ociel Viena Salcedo, Chenoa Vasquez, name unknown, name unknown. Bella de Paris, name unknown, name unknown. Gabby Ortiz, Vanessa, name unknown.
Also from Mexico, Miriam Nahemi Rio, Emma, name unknown. Dr. Samantha Carolina Gomez Francesca, Effie DeLeith, name unknown. Eliza Cortez, also known as Eli. Devali Vilches Larios, also known as La Papona. Maria Cristina. Vanessa Evelyn.
Also from Mexico, Angelica Villarreal, also known as Angie. Jacqueline Barbie Gutierrez, also known as Nirka. Alexa Arriaga Marquez, Devani Garcia, name unknown. Reina Hernandez, Elise Diaz, name unknown, and Kitty Rivera.
Again from Mexico, name unknown, Meredith Escarlett, Fernanda Rodriguez Lara, Allison, Yolane de la Sanchez Gael, known as Yuli, P. Romo, Johnny, Gil, Alondra, and name unknown.
And continuing from Mexico, Monica Mancilla, Trinity Suarez, Kenya Cruz, Valentina Sodi, Alejandra Arana, name unknown, Samantha Sonia, Cristel Martinez Dominguez, name unknown.
From Mexico, Aranza Aldeni Castilla Cruz, Paula Jacqueline, also known as Espanola, Estrella, known as Esterlita, name unknown. Jennifer Sharon Romero Flores, known as Jenny. Emma Vera. Dana Rodriguez, known as Laguera del Sur, name unknown. China Rivas. Ana.
Also from Mexico, Ayetza Yaret Salas, Rigo Calderon, name unknown. Ariana Ponce, Maria Lima, Diana Nunez, Metier Lopez Regalado, name unknown. From Namibia, Queen Ueseb, Charmy Fredericks.
From the Netherlands, Katja Mikolova, also known as Kate. Antonia Babkina. From Nicaragua, Joshua Giselle Brown-Dixon, Teresa Murillo. From Nigeria, Chantal Ifeanyi. From Pakistan, Ghazal Divya Obedi Warda, Asama Shah, also known as Asma Lata.
Also from Pakistan, Babli, Sherry, Gulgate, Nirma, Nazca, Selmanu, Amanda Lucia Martinez from Panama. From Peru, Jasmine Zambrano Orna, Abigail Salvatierra.
Also from Peru, Chris Chirinos Alvarez. From the Philippines, Choi Pabilo, Jay Sabido, Jay Unachan, known as Coach Jay, Arcel Reggio, Shayna Bayebe, Kay Lubaton, Jano, G. Kabasag, R. Hong.
From South Africa, Joanne Isaacs, Carabello Pudumo, Thabang Mulusui Mabella, Cleme Hadebe. From Spain, Roberta Merero, name unknown, Kaylee Villar Pons. From Syria, M.E. From Thailand, Panchukea Nomathong, also known as Aria, Ponsak Bukhatam.
Also from Thailand, Ronalda. From Trinidad and Tobago, Goldie Eleni. From Turkey, Kamsal Damla, Yeliz Ada Karel, Geese Yanniker, Sudenaz Yu. From the United Kingdom, Corey Hall, Emma Alraba, Natasha Reddington Romanov.
From Uruguay, name unknown. From the USA, Alan O'Donnell, Skylar Harrison Reeves, Rani Baker, China Long, Chris Velasquez, Dominique Dupree, known as Dominique Pallas, Annie Robertson, River Page Olmsted, Lisa Love Turman.
Also from the United States, London Price, Maya Finch, Naomi McNew, Lola LaPiera, Ebony McDaniels, Shonda Floyd, Amory Jean Reed, Kaywan Richardson, Savannah Ryan Williams, Madison Montana, Care Hansen.
Also from the United States, Tripp Schultz, Amber Miner, Megan Riley Lewis, Lexus Walker, Kitty Monroe, Blair Kritz Christoph, Giselle Stone, Gieli Elizabeth Eob, also known as Gigi, Quinn Joy, James Moen.
Also from USA, Sasha Williams, Catherine Maria Ostersten, also known as Kathy Otter, Africa Prilla Garcia, also known as Emma, Cecilia Gentili, Nex Benedict, Noah Jackson Chase, Ashton Miles Clatterbuck, Righteous Torrance, also known as TK Hill, also known as Chevy, Diamond Brigman, Alex Taylor Franco.
Also from the USA, Miraxis Medina, Adrian Fox Bollinger, also known as Adri, Yella Clark, T. Arnold, also known as Legend Millions and Ace, River Nevia Goddard, also known as Felix, Basil Brown, Star Brown, Andrea Doria dos Passos, Alistair Matthews, Derry Moore.
Also from the USA, Keita B., Jaslyn Johnson, Tay Dior Thomas, Michelle Henry. Joshua Kimo Rainforest Lorena Mellor Jr., also known as Rain. Lynn Ann Conway. Liara Kaylee Tazai. Amtapia. Polly Likens. Kenyi Zamonta Spurgeon.
Also from the U.S., Shannon Boswell, Ev Smith, Monique Brooks, also known as Jade Monique Thomas, Dylan Gurley, Vanity Williams, Tyvion Latham, Indiana Grayson, Kazim Omar, Barbie Iceland, also known as Red China, Cass Trastero.
Also from U.S., Honey Walker, Jill Heathers Bouvier, Phoenix Cassetta, San Coleman, Jay Flores, Serenity Birdsong. From Venezuela, Lagosha, Grants Hidalgo, name unknown, and Monserrata Hernandez.
Let us observe a moment of silence. These remembered deaths do not go unnoticed by us. These lives are sacred. Transgender, genderqueer, two-spirit, and non-binary lives do not go unnoticed by us. May our communities be places where all are welcomed, where all can learn, where all can be teachers, and a place where we are all safe. May our communities be places where people can experience and seek wholeness. This day we mourn our losses and we honor our dead. Tomorrow and every other day we work for justice. May it be so. This concludes our service here in the sanctuary. We'd love to have you join us at the lunch. We haven't named all of our sponsors today, but some of them are here, and some of our service providers have tables in the auditorium, and it's free. We welcome you all to join us. The vigil tonight is at 6, and we're going to remain inside given the weather. And if you're watching on the live stream and you're able to join us tonight, it will just be in person for the vigil. Members of the planning committee and our speaker, we have a member of the press here who would be interested in doing an interview and taking some pictures. So if you would be willing to participate in that, I would invite you now just to stay in the sanctuary, and we'll do that before we move to the lunch. Thank you all for joining us today.